And we're looking at this amazing room I've been hearing about. All these, well, starting with the Star Wars collection. These are all in their original packages, aren't they?
Certainly are.
Wow. Ladies, talk away there. Yeah, you're not tempted to see
Some of them. Some of the a lot of stuff is newer. Keep it in the packaging because I like the design of the packaging. When you look at it, you know, they're all different ones here. And
it makes it more valuable though from a collector's standpoint too, doesn't it?
Yeah, but the issue with collecting is it's a pyramid of fools theory. You were foolish enough to spend $5 on it, so now you have to find somebody foolish enough to give you $6.
Oh, so, I see. Like a Ponzi scheme of collecting.
So what you have to do is basically collect what you love and love what you collect. So.
God, this is great stuff, Joe.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So big Star Wars fan, big comics fan.
Yeah, I love the Star Wars. Now, what are these little?
These are miniatures used in strategic, board top gaming, and role playing gaming. These are miniatures that I have painted. These were initially lead, and they were. Let me see. You know, basically you put them together, you glue them and pin them together, and then you prime them and paint them up. And some of these are actually award winners in printers for Worlds. Yes, actually, the green ones you're looking at there, that's a small army for a game called Warhammer 40,000. Wow. It's a epic scale tabletop war game, and it actually won the national, took first place in nationals, and went over to Europe and pretty much flunked out in the global, but it's up against some pretty tough competition. So some of these other ones are for like BattleTech, which is a game that's been around since the late 70s.
Now, is there creativity and license in this? Or are you like going to certain specifications that you work towards?
There's some creativity, and in fact, that's the beauty of the role-playing type games is you get to build these particular characters up yourself. You know, give them the persona that you know.
This one's amazing.
That's actually a piece of a Coke can that was cut out and built to make look like a banner, and then the piece itself is. Wow. It's not a standard piece. It's a standard knight, but then I added some armor to it, and we use a putty called Sculpey. That figure you were looking at there actually had the wings of a cicada glued to it, and some of the bases are all built up from natural stuff I found or carved.
What does that say? Mortal Temptation?
Yeah, Watchers of Mortal Temptations. It was a band of 4 knights that I had played for a while, and it was a long time ago. That was probably about 15, 20 years ago. And it's
beautiful. Oh, there he is with a hat on.
Yes. There too, with his indie hat on. So.
Is that a genuine indie hat?
Yes, it is. Wow. Actually.
Put it on, man. Let's see.
And it is Indiana Jones. Yeah. So.
There you go.
Don't have a whip.
That is styling.
It's a hat from the original movie. So, so it's pretty old. And
is that is actually one of the prop hats from the original movie?
Yeah, that's a prop hat from the movie.
So Harrison Ford actually wore this?
No, Harrison Ford didn't wear that one. It's you can buy prop hats that they make. You know? I
see.
So they said, okay, Harrison Ford wore a hat like this, but you can own one too for a little bit of money. So.
Wow! Now these. What are these with the
stuff you're looking at on the side there? Those are 12-inch figures that are, let's see, what do they call those? Those are like a...
Like Darth Vader is here?
Yeah. Actually, they're a bigger line. Like, we have a Lando Calrissian, and basically it's a 12-inch figure that they actually clothe, you know. Oh, there we go. Kind of like the old G.I. Joes.
Yeah.
And in fact, it uses the old Hasbro Joe body, and they just swap heads and hands out to make them, and then they, sew up clothes on them, sewed by probably little kids chained to stumps in China, so. But
this is.
That's actually a model I built and painted. It was initially vinyl.
Ghost Rider.
So that's Ghost Rider. Yeah, he's the spirit of vengeance. He's kind of a neat character in the comics. Of course, whenever they make a movie about comics, they always kind of mess things up a little bit there.
Yeah,
so.
didn't...
Yeah. Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas
right?
Cage, yeah. He's a huge comics fan, and he wanted to do that movie very, very, very much, and they allowed him to, but they kind of messed it up. So.
And these are all games. Yeah.
Yes, these are all board games.
Wow.
Okay. Some of these games you can play in 20 minutes. Some of these games it takes 8 to 16 hours to play. Some of these are gateway games, just like a gateway drug. You play one of them, and they kind of move you on to harder and harder stuff.
Oh my! Oh, there's Hellboy.
Yes, Hellboy is awesome. Hellboy is actually my most favorite character in comicdom.
Oh, that's right. And you have him in the painting downstairs. He's like...
Yeah, having the painting downstairs. I've met the creator. It's kind of an interesting story when you think about that figure.
Yeah. The movies have been extraordinarily well done, I thought.
The Hellboy, yeah.
Yeah.
Really...
unless you're a true fan like you are, and maybe you're seeing things you don't like.
No, I liked them. I think they did a really good job. They weren't completely true to the source material, but they did a very, very good job. Most of this stuff it's modern day myth and folklore, isn't it?
Absolutely.
So.
Yeah, when you're doing a movie, you have to compress the story a lot. You don't have the luxury of endless time, to tell a story like you do with some of this stuff.
I happen to like the odd things too. So if you get something that's kind of semi-deformed or weird or kind of strange or something you wouldn't see naturally, like here this Star Wars movie, everybody says it's for kids, but it is rather violent. And you look up here and they got these little figures that are set up for little kids. I mean, these are little squishy figures with little fun faces, but these are actually some pretty nasty characters in the movie. So,
this is interesting. For a second there, I thought that was the skull from Indiana Jones.
The fertility idol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's Darth Vader.
Yes, it's Darth Vader in chrome. So
done up like an R2-D2, yeah.
So,
interesting.
Yeah. We got a little bit of urban art. I don't know if you're familiar with that scene.
No.
Urban art and vinyl. What they do is they take popular icons and kind of squish them down and move them around and kind of give them these goofy poses and things like that.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. There's Iron Man.
Yeah. These are actually characters from the Marvel universe that they've taken urban artists and they said, "Hey, redesign it for us." And what would it look like? So you got Spider-Man in an attitude pose. So.
Yeah.
But it's kind of
very cool, man.
Kind of interesting. So.
Yeah.
Along with this stuff,
so there's not a character you don't have, pretty much. Huh? You got them all.
No, yeah. They pretty much made one of everything. So.
All right.
And then the being an engineer, the design process just fascinates me as how they've gone from pieces that had articulated in only like 4 spots at the shoulders and legs to pieces that have that are this large, 4 inches tall, and articulate in 26 places. It's amazing. Some of the stuff they do now. So you got a 4-inch figure, and it's jointed all over. There's ball joints in it, and rotational collars, and pinned joints, and it's just crazy. So.
And many of these things, like this one, you build probably here.
It'll be the little models and stuff you can put together and paint, things like that. So.
Well, it's a wonderful hobby. Beats hanging out on the internet.
That's it.